Well, let's see here. I might not be Morgan Freeman, but this is... Classic Gamer Reviews.
No. If only there was a game bigger than a land, but smaller than a galaxy.
Why don't you play Super Mario World?
Why don't you go fuck yourself?
There's nothing to play.
Maybe I should play Super Mario World. Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. There is no game out there whose levels I've played more, whose gameplay has kept me tranced for days on end as a kid. Needless to say, I'm pretty good at this game. Damn it. Shit. Urgh. Fuck. Yay! If storytelling and platforming had a kid, their child would be Super Mario World. Now kiss. The story is, Bowser has kidnapped Princess Peach yet again. Okay, maybe this isn't the most stunning story of all time in no way, shape, or form. But there's platforming! Platforming is the whole game basically, but it does it so well. It also introduced Yoshi, Mario's dinosaur companion, who will do anything for you just to pay you back for saving him, like a good old BJ. I do love me some beef jerky. And if one Yoshi isn't enough, then there's 3 other colored Yoshis that have different special abilities. God forbid though any Yoshi enter a castle, but he will allow you to save yourself from falling to your death, so he kinda needs to sort out his priorities. One of the many strong areas of this game is the level design. This game in particular feels different. It has a bit more freedom in the Y-axis area. Most other Mario games couldn't go as far up as Super Mario World could. Granted, Super Mario 3 kind of did this, but it wasn't as big in scale. But I guess scale is the overall theme of this game. There's more of everything. More worlds, more environments, and more variant boss fights than previous games. The same also goes for the game's normal enemies. They're fun and there's enough variation to keep you interested the whole way through. Seeing how you will mainly be stomping on enemies' heads, it was cool to see this dragon breathe fire upwards after you jump on him, which can lead to your death if you're not careful, which I thought was very creative. It's also neat that some of the enemies are only used once, but even those have a lot of effort put into them. The designers didn't feel the need to shove the same concept down your throat like a crazy lakitu offering you a 1-up every 2 seconds. And then getting pissed when you take it. Hey, you want a 1-up, buddy? No, I'm good. You want a 1-up? No, I'm not interested. You want a 1-up? Come on, take it, free of charge. Okay, fine, I'll take it. What the fuck did you do that for? I'm gonna fucking kill you. You make no sense. While Super Mario Bros. 3 had a lot of varying gameplay with the different suits, there's only so much you can do with a suit because, in reality, you're using the suit in a platforming game. The emphasis is still on platforming. Super Mario World instead focused more so on the core level design, while the power-ups kind of took a backseat to everything. Yes, you can still shoot fireballs, and newly added, you can turn yourself into a fucking missile. Dropping the payload in 3, 2, 1. But like I said, you'll find that there's more effort put into the level design than the power-up gameplay. You won't find yourself transforming into a statue in this game, but the power-ups are still a blast nonetheless. But what makes this game so good? Well, let's start at the beginning. Launch titles for new systems are important as fuck. Fuck being greater than everything. Your console is new, it's different, but a company still needs to show the world that it's worth the money to buy it. To do this, you need to start from scratch. Because of this, Mario was completely remade. New sprites, new physics, new enemies, new story. Oh wait, no. Same story, never mind. And all these new things not only looked good, but played just as well. Like I said, this is a platformer, and with the exception of Yoshi and other minor changes, Nintendo wasn't trying to reinvent the wheel. The main focus, like I said, in my opinion, are the levels and look. There's even a way to change the overall look and enemy sprites of the game. Most notably, it turns the Koopa's shells into heads, which is kind of sadistic. Taken from one of its previous games, Super Mario World has branching paths, meaning you can go about the progression of the game in many different ways. Some of the paths are extremely well hidden, but most can be figured out by looking at the overworld's layout, making it easy to know which level has 2 exits, like here in the third area of the game. Navigating levels in this game is a blast, and it's good knowing that every level you're going to was given as much detail and attention as the first and last level. The progression never really feels like a chore, even during the end and stretch, which is rare for a video game. I couldn't help but smile, which is rare for me, when in one of the castles my eyes were drawn to these spikes, and then the coin. But once I got the coin, I was put into a false sense of safety, which then led to me getting hit by the fallen spike when I got the second coin, because I stopped checking them. It's things like this that show you that the levels in this game were play-tested a shit ton, and adapted in some ways to trick players in a clever way. The levels vary greatly from past Mario games, and just feel like an adventure, one that can only be experienced by starting from scratch to make a video game. One minute you're riding on a Dorito in a water level, and then on a mole in a cave, and then next you're climbing shit in a castle. The levels are practically shooting creativity out of its sides in each and every level, and the creators took full advantage of this, like here, walking through the wall that's blended into the background. It's just brilliant, just brilliant. I fucking love it! Although the branching paths in this game are much more complex than Super Mario Bros. 3, like Super Mario Bros. 3, the amount of care and polish put into the levels that one may not even visit is just great. And there's gonna be some places you missed, believe me. In my world, there are 3 types of music for video games. The first one being one that overempowers the game in a strong or negative way. A song like Enter Zero in Mega Man X is a good example of this. It overempowers the scene, but it wants to do this. A song like this falls into a category of one you may remember and listen to on YouTube or in your car. Then there's the second kind, where the music kinda just accompanies a game. Beautiful or not, the instruments aren't trying to overempower and rape your attention. It's there and it's good. Basically background music that serves only to enhance an experience and doesn't require you to put full attention to it. And then there's a third kind, and the third kind just fucking sucks. Super Mario World, in my opinion, falls in a category 2. It's there, it's great, but not drive down the street blasting it from your car good. I'm not gonna spend much time on the music. Instead, I'll just say it complements the gameplay, it's fitting, and it's what you'd expect. I like it. I don't need to tell anyone who's ever played this game how good it is. It's one of those games that you have to experience. To a modern gamer, it's kind of like Minecraft or Portal. A concept easily explained, but one that needs to be experienced. You can easily say, and some may defend, that Mario Wii U, while a fun Mario game, is more or less the same old same old. We've seen it done before with New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Super Mario World isn't like this. This wasn't just a rehash of used ideas and mechanics with a few new things added. This was a whole new game. It's sad to say that this style of Mario games never really stuck. There was never another Mario game truly like this. It was quickly replaced by 3D Mario games. And by the time 2D Mario games were being reintroduced on consoles, the overall feeling that this game gave wasn't present in them. Don't get me wrong, I do like the Wii and Wii U versions, but hey, life's a game of catch. You give and take, throw and catch, a bit of fuck and cut. You gotta receive this gift and know that we had this good experience, but you gotta take away the knowledge that you're never gonna have another experience like this again. But you may not ever need another game like this again, because, well, it's flawless and extremely replayable. Age has only improved this game, and if you went from playing a current-gen Mario game to this, you wouldn't feel like it's a watered-down game. You would feel like you were playing something entirely new and amazing. I may have rambled for a lot of this review, but here's the thought. If you have to explain and defend why a game is good, then there's something wrong. But saying that a game needs to be played and experienced in order for a feeling to sink in means that a game is good. And honestly, Super Mario World is one of those games that needs to be experienced. It's a perfect game from beginning to end. If you somehow missed this game, then you can get it for the Game Boy Advance, the updated Super Mario All-Stars for the Super Nintendo, or the Wii Virtual Console. Wait, no, Yoshi, don't eat that! No, I'm not interested.